mean, take me for example, right? The whole world telling me I'm too small. I got glass ankles. I could have believed it, but what did I say to myself? Why not me?
Who is Stephen Curry, the sharpshooter who changed basketball forever? Stephen Curry went from being doubted for his size to revolutionizing the NBA with his shooting, becoming one of the most influential players in basketball history. This video explores his journey from Davidson College standout to Golden State Warriors superstar and four-time NBA champion. Curry isn't just an athlete. He's an innovator, a leader, and a cultural icon who transformed how the game is played. This video dives into his record-breaking performances, his impact on the three-point revolution, and the way he's inspired a new generation of players. From logo threes to championship parades, Curry has reshaped basketball in ways no one could have imagined. Is he simply the greatest shooter of all time, or the player who redefined the sport itself? Today, we explore the life, career, and legacy of Stephen Curry, the game changer who turned long shots into history.
On average, Curry runs 2.5 miles per game. Now that's double the average distance covered by an NFL wide receiver. One explanation for Steph's endurance on lengthy possessions like this is his ability to control his heart rate. When your pulse elevates to 115 beats per minute, you begin to lose fine motor skills, particularly hand-eye coordination. But Steph's intense conditioning training allows him to reduce his heart rate to under 80 beats per minute in just the span of a single 90-second timeout. Managing his heart rate during periods of rest means Steph can go all out when moving without the ball and still shoot with incredible efficiency. This is why, over the course of his career, Steph's been able to average 5 miles per hour when moving without the ball.
Welcome to Who Media, the channel where curiosity leads the way. From famous celebs and cartoon icons to legends and hidden names, we uncover the stories behind the people you know and the ones you don't. When you hear the name Stephen Curry, what comes to your mind first? The smooth flick of his wrist as the ball arcs high into the air? The way the crowd holds its breath, already certain the shot is going in before it even touches the rim? Or maybe it's the smile, bright, joyful, almost childlike, that lights up an entire arena. But beyond the highlight reels and the records lies a story of doubt, persistence, and transformation. Isn't it amazing how someone who was once overlooked became the man who redefined an entire sport? Stephen Curry's story isn't about being the biggest or the fastest. It's about being told you don't belong and deciding that you do. From the beginning, the odds weren't in his favor. Born in Akron, Ohio, and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, Stephen was the son of Del Curry, a respected NBA sharpshooter. Many thought that would give him a free pass to greatness, but in truth, having a father in the league only magnified the doubts. People whispered that he wasn't strong enough, not athletic enough, not big enough to carry on the legacy. Doesn't it hurt when people see only your limitations instead of your potential? As a teenager, Stephen faced rejection. Big college programs weren't interested. Coaches looked at his slender frame and dismissed him before he ever touched the ball. He was told he was too small, too weak, too fragile to survive in big-time basketball. Imagine hearing that over and over again. Would you believe it? Or would you, like Stephen, decide that no one else has the power to write your story? Instead of giving up, he went to Davidson College, a small school far from the bright lights. It wasn't Duke. It wasn't North Carolina. It wasn't the stage where legends were supposed to be made. And yet, it was there that Stephen Curry began to show the world who he really was. He lit up March Madness with his fearless shooting, turning heads and forcing everyone to pay attention. Isn't it beautiful how sometimes the path less expected becomes the very stage that defines you? But even after Davidson, the doubts lingered. When Stephen entered the NBA in 2009, the experts still weren't sure. Drafted by the Golden State Warriors, he was seen as a good shooter, but not a cornerstone, not a revolutionary. Then came the injuries. His ankles betrayed him, sidelining him again and again. Critics said he wouldn't last. Have you ever felt like every step forward comes with 2 steps back? What do you do in those moments? Give in to the setbacks or use them as fuel? Stephen chose fuel. He rebuilt his body, trained relentlessly, and leaned on his faith. He often spoke of his belief that his talent was God-given, that his path wasn't determined by critics or injuries, but by a greater purpose. Isn't that what keeps us moving forward? The belief that we're here for more than just survival, that our struggles are part of something bigger? Then the breakthrough came. Stephen Curry didn't just get healthy, he got unstoppable. He stretched the game itself. Suddenly, shots from 30 feet out weren't accidents, they were strategy. Defenders had to chase him far beyond the three-point line, and entire defenses collapsed trying to contain him. What coaches once called bad shots became his signature weapon. And slowly, the NBA changed. Isn't it incredible that one person, by embracing what makes them different, can alter the way an entire world operates? But Curry's greatness isn't just his range, it's his spirit. He plays with joy, with humility, with love for the game that's infectious. When he points to the sky after a made shot, it's not arrogance, it's gratitude. When he dances after a big play, it's not disrespect, it's joy. Don't you think joy is one of the most powerful forms of strength? Stephen's rise led to championships, MVP awards, and global superstardom. He turned the Golden State Warriors into a dynasty. Kids on playgrounds no longer dreamed of dunking like Michael Jordan. They dreamed of shooting like Curry. Isn't that a powerful shift? That he made greatness accessible, not about size or strength, but about skill and belief.
People will say, Draymond, you should shoot. But if I can get Steph Curry the ball for a fucking shot, why would I shoot?
You should never shoot.
You're actually the fucking idiot for thinking I should shoot because I can get him this shot, and if he's half open, it's better than anyone else in the world.
Off the court, his story deepens. Stephen Curry is a family man, a husband, a father. He shows the world that balance is possible, that you can be a global icon and still put love, faith, and humility first. Through his foundation, he gives back, supporting education, fighting hunger, and providing opportunities for children who might otherwise be forgotten. Isn't true greatness measured not just by what you achieve, but by what you give away? And what about his joy? Watch him play, smiling, laughing, inspiring. In a world where pressure often weighs us down, Curry reminds us that passion is a gift, that joy can fuel success as much as grit. How often do we forget to enjoy the journey because we're too focused on the finish line? Stephen Curry's story is also about rewriting expectations. He wasn't supposed to make it. He wasn't supposed to dominate. He wasn't supposed to transform the game. And yet, he did. Isn't that the most powerful message of all? That you don't have to fit the mold to break it? Yes, today, Stephen Curry is celebrated as one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball. But peel back the layers and his real legacy is belief. Belief in himself when no one else did. Belief in his faith when challenges came. Belief in joy when pressure mounted. Haven't we all been underestimated in some way? Haven't we all faced doubts that tried to shrink us? What if, like Stephen, we chose to answer doubt with faith and action? Curry teaches us that greatness isn't about being the biggest or strongest. It's about mastering your gift, committing to your craft, and refusing to let others define you. It's about carrying joy, humility, and purpose even when the spotlight burns brightest. So here's the real question. What's your three-pointer? What's the dream that others say is impossible, but deep down, you know is yours? Stephen Curry didn't just change basketball. He changed what it means to chase a dream. He showed us that the very things people say disqualify you might be the things that make you unstoppable. And isn't that a truth worth carrying into every part of your life? So the next time life tells you you're too small, too weak, too unqualified, remember Stephen Curry, the man who smiled his way into history, who believed his way into greatness, who shot his way into immortality. And ask yourself, are you ready to take your shot? Because the world doesn't need you to fit the mold. It needs you to break it.
He likes the right spin.
Mine is always front ring.
But how do you know when it's good? Off the release?
You just gotta feel it.
His efficiency to me is ridiculous. Woo! What you mean?
Thanks for watching Who Media. We hope you had fun learning something new today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a story. Want to see more cool videos? Head over to our channel and start exploring.
I'm your host, Stephen Curry, proud husband of Aisha Curry, proud son of Del Curry, proud daddy of the Boston Celtics. kid's asleep. I don't care. Stick with it. Woo! I'm sorry. I can't. It's crying. I woke him up. There you go, D-Lee.
Because he can really play.
Boy, this is right at it if it gets there. How about that?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?